it's Lipstick Elle. Thanks so much for watching today. I'm just going to be throwing makeup in a bin that I want to kind of focus on using this month. So when I started doing this sort of video back in January, the hope was to make sure that I showed love to my entire collection and didn't just focus on the ones that were easy to see or easy to reach for. That has changed not only my storage situation, it has also really made me aware that there's a lot in my collection that I don't use as frequently as I'd like. I did a huge declutter at the tail end of 2021, trying to make sure that I entered this new year, that we're basically halfway through now, with only things that I really enjoy using. And I've tried to be mindful that I'm only adding things to my collection that either I'm super curious about or that I know I love. So for the longest time, I wasn't willing to show you how the makeup was stored because it was very higgledy-piggledy. There's like 2 or 3 drawers that have makeup in them, and the rest of it was just sitting kind of in mismatched boxes on the surface of my desk or kind of stacked on top of itself. And I realized nobody wants to see that. Even I didn't want to see that. So I took the time, I purchased a few acrylic bins, and I have some other things that kind of work, but I'm hoping to even upgrade more of my storage to be able to make it easier for me to know what I have and to make access as easy as possible. Because the minute something is hard and shoved in the back of the drawer, I'm less likely to reach for it. All right, so I'm gonna move the camera and we'll start pulling stuff. I am gonna start over here, and I'm looking for a glowy kind of radiant foundation as well as one that is long wear for work. I'm just going to start in the lowest bin here. I'm thinking of putting this in. This is the Best Skin Ever from Sephora. I have the shade 10N. I haven't worn this in months, so maybe it's time to put this in my bin. I've got a clear acrylic bin here. I'm just gonna start dropping stuff, and you might see the corner of this bin here. This next foundation drawer I feel gets a lot of use because it has my double wear, my Lisa Eldridge, the sheer double wear, the Shiseido. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and it has the NARS Radiant foundation in the back. What do I want? I wonder if I need something that's a little bit lighter weight than the one from Sephora. I haven't worn the NARS Sheer Glow in forever. This is in the shade Gobi, so I think I'll put this in. I'm looking for a powder that I know I can powder my full face with. Most of what I put in this makeup bin is gonna be stuff I'm gonna wear for work. So I'm gonna want something that's gonna look almost like it's not there, but still give me some longevity. One thing I wanna put in for sure is this Laura Geller Bake, Balance, and Brighten. I have the shade Porcelain. This is great for me for touch-up. If I take my mask off at work halfway through the day at like lunchtime and I realize, wait, I have nothing on my nose. Some of my favorites are in here. The Pat McGrath Under Eye, the one from Beauty Pie. I really love this one, as well as the Halo Glow from e.l.f. and the Wowder from Glossier. What's in the next drawer up? Let me take my little Laura Mercier powder puff out and get a good look at what's in here. You know what I might do? I really like this one from Flower Beauty. This one is great. I feel like it's a really good alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. So I'm gonna put this one in for this month. And I feel like I need a loose powder. I have been in love with this one here from Say, but I think I want a different loose powder this month. I have been trying really hard to finish this. This is the Hourglass Veil finishing powder, and it's beautiful. There's really not a lot of it left. There's very little at the bottom. Maybe I'm gonna see if I can finish using this up this month. This will be a great under eye and everywhere setting powder. I feel like as the weather is warming up, I'm gonna need something that's gonna help keep me from getting a little too glowy. So I'm gonna put the Lancome Prep and Matte in. I really like this. It feels very lightweight and like a lotion. But it also has the ability to soak up some oils. For a concealer, I'm realizing now as I'm looking at my concealer drawer, the 2 foundations that I have are just a little deeper than normal. So I can't go for anything that's too light. I'm gonna choose this one. This is one of my darker ones. This is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. It's gonna go in. And one that also is slightly on the darker side, and it's weird because it's the lightest shade that I could find from this is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra All Over. This is shade 90. And when this first debuted, they may have a lighter shade now, but when this first came out last year, This was the lightest shade they made, and it pulls just a little bit peachy on me. So this will probably match these foundations just a little bit better. I do want to think about a liquid or a cream highlight. I'm definitely gonna put in one of these guys. This wasn't in the drawer, but it's the Eldridge Elevated Glow. And this one is the new shade in Pink Moon. I'm gonna drop this in. That'll be one of my liquid highlights. Another one that I wanna make sure I get in there is this one from RMS. This is the Living Luminizer. This is one of my favorite all-time cream products. This one is just stunning. So I'll have two kind of creamy highlights, and I'll probably put a powder one in as well. Blush. Oh, what do I want? I really have been liking this palette from Dailism. I have another one of these blushes from M in a different place. I'm kind of thinking, I'm liking like a really rosy, but not too heavy cheek. So maybe I'll go for this. This is one of my favorites from Ritual de Fille. This is their Color Nectar Pigment Balm, and this is the shade Blood Flower. It's beautiful, and I like how small and compact she is, so I'll put this one in. I have some Eldridge blushes over here. I have one from Melt, one from Rose Inc, a Fenty one. This one's from Milani. I think I'm gonna grab this one. I haven't worn this one in a while. I'm gonna grab the Rose Inc. This one is in the shade Azalea. It's really pretty. We'll put this one in. Oh, I couldn't fit this liquid blush in with the other one, so it had to go down here. But I don't have a ton of kind of liquid or cream bronzers. The one that I really have been enjoying, and maybe I could work on trying to finish it up, is this one. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. We'll put this in. These bottom two drawers here are shadow singles. I think I want to pull a Super Shock. I'm just going to pull it all the way out for this month. I find that when I have one of these out, they're super, super fast and easy on work days. So I think I'm going to throw this one in. This is the shade Millionaire. And I think this one as well. This one is Couche. This is another favorite, but it's kind of a cool all over eyeshadow. I'm wondering if I should put in something that's a little bit, what's this? That's Ladybird. Ooh, that's pretty too. I might throw that one in as well. 3 should be more than enough. This bottom drawer I just pulled out to show you because it's hard, if it was like sitting down here, it'd be hard to see. I am struggling using these cream shadows from Sydney Grace. I've got 6 of them, and they're really beautiful shades, as you can see through like this stripe here, 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 and here. The only problem I have is that I don't know how to get them to stay without like creasing on the eye. I also really have been wanting to spend some time playing with this. This is the Infinite Chrome Flakes from Dailism. The only problem I have with this is when I put it on, it flakes off. And I know it's not supposed to, but I'm not sure how to get this to stay where I put it. Maybe I need to spend more time playing with this. Maybe I'll put it in my bin for this month. But I feel like the rest of what's down here, you know, it might also be fun. This is the Twin Flames from Dailism. This is a really fun multi-chrome, but it starts out sheer, and when it hits the light, it's kind of like a golden orange. But when there's no light on it, it's almost as if you're not wearing anything. I think I'll put this in as well. That'll be fun. And I'll put the rest of these back. This is an awkward angle, but I wanted you to see the drawer that is right here at my desk. The one thing I'll tell you is I could fit more in this drawer, but I only fill it to this point because the stuff that lives farther back here is stuff that I actually never get into. Because my chair is so close to the wall, I can only pull the drawer out this far. But what I tend to keep in here, I tend to have like face powder products in here all the way to here. So highlight, blush, bronzer, things like that. And then from here over this way, I have my smaller eyeshadow palettes. There are a couple of things in here that I have not used that recently arrived. One of them is this. This is the Viseart chocolate palette. It's the Petit-Four. This one actually debuted back in the fall of 2020, and I didn't get it because I was like, I don't know. I think I'll be okay without it. My favorite are the two right here. the Lilas and the Praline, but this is one that I picked up recently during the sale and I want to use. Another one that I picked up recently during the sale is the pink toned one from the original release of 4. I've used it a couple of times. This one is Framboise. I'm going to put this one in my makeup bin for this month as well. Other things that I picked up recently from Viseart that I have yet to dive into is this. This is one of their new blush duos. This is the duo number 3. And just like all of their eyeshadow products, these pans are removable as well and magnetized straight back in. So I cannot wait to dive into this. This is the other thing that I definitely want to use this month. This is brand new to my collection and it's the Viseart bronzer. I have yet to try this. So blush and bronzer are going to go into my makeup bin, which is right here, for when I'm at work. I feel like I need to wear powder products because I'm wearing a mask all day. And if I don't have my face set with powder products, there's a good chance that it won't last. If I'm thinking about giving myself plenty of options, I'm also going to pull out this. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This is a powder bronzer that I've had and I have enjoyed. This, I kind of feel like maybe I picked up the wrong shade. I picked up shade 2 and it's a little warmer and a little deeper than I would normally go for, but I've had this one for a long time and I feel like the person at the Estee Lauder counter kind of convinced me that this would be great because this lighter shade than this would be too light, and it wasn't, but I still do like this. I'm going to put this in my collection. I do need a couple of other blushes, so I've got kind of peachy, warmish tones. I want something a little bit cooler. I might go for this. This is my favorite Charlotte Tilbury. I did have another one that I got rid of because I just wasn't using it, but this one's called Sex on Fire. This one is a real pale kind of pink and a little bit of mauve in the middle. I love this one, and when you swirl them together, it's lovely. And I need a powder highlight. I think I might reach for this. I really love the glow I get from the Shimmer and Strobe palette from Flower Beauty. It has a really pretty kind of champagne pink and more gold highlight. They're just lovely. This is a weird angle to show you, but they're super pretty and they're very light and they work well on my fair skin. I think I'm going to use this month. I feel like I have enough face products out. 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, 1 highlight that has 3 options. I should be pretty good. I'm going to move over to some smaller eyeshadow palettes. I know I already pulled these 2 guys right here, but I do also want to get to know this one a little bit more. This is the Soile Plage. This is one that I picked up also during the sale. This is what it looks like on the inside. I really have been loving the mattes in here and the metallics. It feels very summery to me. I have yet to hit the blue or the yellows, but I'm planning to this month. So I'm going to put this in my stack as well. I feel like that's a lot of Viseart. Maybe we should call it quits on Viseart for a little bit. Let me see, what else would I be interested in? You know, I really have been loving berry tones and rosy tones, and I'm looking for the this one. This is the Tourmaline palette from Wayne Goss. This is beautiful. I think I'll put this in as well. And I always like having one of the M Cosmetics palettes because I have a limited shade range, but I've really been loving kind of pinky rosy tones. And I know I have another pink palette, but I think I'm going to put this one in. This one will be fun as well. I'm going to grab 1 large palette, but I think I'm done in this drawer. But that's what I have in here: small eyeshadow palettes and powder face products. I was trying to think of what would kind of make me happy. I had to put these in the drawer because I've been using the Patrick Ta and the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz a ton. So these guys I'm probably going to leave in here for this month. I love both of these palettes, but I think I want something slightly smaller. I feel like I've got plenty of really nice warm shades in the collections that I have right now from Viseart. So I'm going to pull this one. This is the Coffee Talk from Sydney Grace. And I'm going to go with my Longtime Love, Enduring Love from Sydney Grace as well. This is one of those palettes that just, like, it hits all the right things for me. I love it. It's got shimmers, it's got mattes, cool and warm. I think I'm going to do this one. I'm definitely at the point where I need a second bin. This bin is getting rather full. I don't know that I can stuff much more in there and find things. I'm going to throw some things into here that I definitely want to get into this month. I did end up getting this from Glossier. This is their After Balm. It is a face cream I haven't even opened it yet. It's been sitting here on my desk for a couple of weeks and I just, yeah. So you might have seen this. I'm gonna make sure to start incorporating this into my skincare routine. I'm gonna plop that in there. Another thing that came from Glossier when I placed an order was their hand cream. I'm a huge lover of their balm.com, and this is more in the flavor cookie butter. This one, I'm addicted to this. This is my new favorite flavor, shade, scent, whatever. So that's going in here. I'm just about finished with the other one. One thing that I've had for a while and I haven't used because the weather's been so cold, but now that weather's warming up, I really wanted to try the Fenty body sauce. This is one of those things though that I have to be careful because it's significantly darker than my skin tone. But I thought it would be nice like on legs or arms or like chest. Because it's going to give just a small little bit of coverage and some beautiful glow. So I'm going to throw the Fenty body sauce in here. My filming space is so small. There's no place to set up my camera where you could see everything on my desk when it's all like nice and organized. So I've been doing a little bit of desktop Jenga here for you, but I have a jar of open mascaras. I don't like it when it gets this full. I have another little container here full of eyeliners and some like eye pencils. And then this is all brow products. So I want to make sure that I have what I need for this month. The one mascara that I have really been loving is this one right here from Heimish. This is their Smudge Stop. This is a tubing mascara. It's about $10 or $11. And I have been loving this for work. So I'm going to need that. I also have started trying just the Sky High from Maybelline. I know I'm like 100 years late in trying this, but I've heard really good things about it. And it's another tubing mascara, but those are both more affordable. The one that I really love is the Pick Me Up from M, but this is like 20 bucks. And I don't know that I want to keep paying $20 for an everyday easy washable mascara. So I'm trying out some other ones, but I do want to give myself something that's going to give me some volume and some intensity. So I'm going to put in my favorite Mr. Big. That's going to go in as well. So we're done with mascaras. So I have all of my pencil liners in this little paper cup here. The one thing I do want is I do actually want to be able to use this. This is the Inglot AMC liner. This is their gel liner in a pot. This is shade number 90. It's just a really dark, deep brown. I have been loving this. Super easy with the right little teeny tiny brush. So that is going in. But then I definitely also want a pencil. Ooh, let's do this one. I love this one. This is the Persona 24, I think it's the 24/7 waterproof eye pencil. This is just the shade brown. I really like this formula. This one's fantastic. This is my eternal favorite, the M Cosmetics Illustrative Liner in brown. So 3 brown eyeliners, a gel, a liquid, and a pencil. We should be good. I used to have a whole drawer full of brow products, and I'm glad that I'm down to just this. I do have backups of some of the products that I have in here, some eternal favorites. The one thing I did really want to try out more, I just tried recently for the first time the Glossier Brow Flick. This is one of those products that is a kind of like a pen style, and I'm wearing it in my brows today. I really like. This came in my most recent Glossier order, so I'm going to put in the Brow Flick. I also think that I'm going to need a clear brow gel. So NYX Control Freak is going to be great to hold my hairs in place after I draw them in. And then I want a real easy tinted fiber gel. I love this one. This is the M Cosmetics Micro Fluff Sculpting Brow Cream. I have the shade, I think, Universal Taupe. This is really good. And I'm going to pair it with the accompanying pencil. And this is our fine liner brow pencil, but this is in the shade Deep Taupe. I've talked about my love of these for a long time. Those are products I know I can count on no matter what. And I feel like with a clear, a tinted fiber, a pencil, and a pen, we should be good. I've kind of desktop Jenga'd again to show you my lip collection. Everything in this little container right here is all my Lisa Eldridge stuff. I've got 24 of these. This here is an assortment of Clinique, Charlotte, Tilbury, up to here. I guess this one's also Charlotte. I have all of these guys here are YSL. These guys are from Besame. And then I have Gucci, a couple of Lancome lipsticks. These guys here from Bite. I was so sad to hear they were going out of business. A couple from Wayne Goss, and then some Dior lipsticks. This is probably my favorite because this little turnstile here is just jam-packed of all sort of amazing, delicious things. I, of course, have all of my lip pencils right here. I have more of these kind of pencil-y, chubby pencil sort of products in here. Maybe some slim, thin lipsticks. And then I have high-end. I have a Dior lipstick right here. I have a Pat McGrath right here, right next to my e.l.f. and my Maybelline, and some L'Oreal. And ooh, I love these guys from Milani, the matte ones. They're so good. And then it just kind of goes around. I have some M products here, another Pat McGrath, some Lisa Eldridge glosses. I just have all sorts of stuff here, and everything that's sitting over here are either products that I reach for regularly that are really comfortable, or newer ones that are kind of, that have caught my attention. So for sure, I definitely want to use this one. This is the Honest Lip Tint. I love Honest Beauty's lip tint. This is beautiful. This is the shade Blood Orange. It's kind of like a warm tomatoey red. It's sheer, it's delightful. I love it. I also want to make sure to put in the Merit Signature lipstick. This is beautiful. The shade I have here is a really pretty nude. This is the shade Baby. I love this lipstick. This is from Besame. This is their shade Red Hot Red. This is in limited edition packaging. Normally the Besame lipsticks come packaged like this, but this one here is from the Marilyn Monroe collection. You can still get this shade Red Hot Red. They do have it, but it won't be in this limited edition packaging. But this is one of my favorite kind of bright orangey tomatoey red lipsticks. This one's going in. I definitely am craving more reds. I definitely want to wear this one from Wayne Goss. This is the shade Zinnia. There was like a 3-month period at the beginning of the pandemic where this is all I wore. May, June, July, and it was only this. I was wearing this as blush and as lipstick, and I wasn't wearing any other makeup. So I'm gonna throw this in my bin. I love that lipstick. I'm trying to think of the eyeshadows I have. I'm gonna need kind of like a pink lipstick, and I'm wondering, do I want Lisa Eldridge's Blush Lightly or Velvet Petal? Maybe I'll go Velvet Petal. It's a little bit softer. This is a matte lipstick, but this is such a gorgeous shade. I think I'll put this in for this month. I also want kind of like a sheer, I was wearing this a lot in May, and I think I'll put this one back in. This is a different formula from Lisa. It's the Luxuriously Lucent. This is the shade Rose Official, and I'll put this one in as well. So that's 2 pinks. I want something really punchy. Ooh, this one. Talk about punchy. This is Skyscraper Rose. Okay, that's enough pink lipstick. We don't need more than 3. I do want a nude, a really beautiful nude. I really like the nudes from Charlotte Tilbury. Maybe I should put this one in. This is the shade JK Magic. This is a beautiful nude. I think I'll put this one in. I have the one from Merit, and I want something that's just easy and glossy. I think this one from Dior. This is the Stellar Shine in Mirage. This one will be really pretty because it's a little bit pink, but it's mostly just nude and lightweight. So I'll toss this one in as well. I am trying so hard to finish this Fenty Gloss Bomb. I'm like down to here, but you can see it's been through the war. The packaging has definitely seen better days. But I've had this for a while, and I feel like if I really focus on using it this month, I could probably finish this guy up. So I'll plop this one in. What else? Something easy. Ooh, that I can throw in my scrubs pocket at work. This one. I love this. I can't stop reaching for this. This is the So Pouty Lip Gloss Balm from Wet n Wild. It's like, what, $5 at the drugstore. This is the coconut one, but my daughter, my youngest daughter, has one in strawberry and loves it, and I'm about to go and steal it from her, but I'm gonna put this in as well. All I need now are lip liners. Let me just pull this little guy out here. We'll shove this over. And I know I have kind of like a punchy tomatoey red, and I think what I want for that is this lip liner here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Lip Cheat in the shade Kiss and Tell. It's very much kind of like a orangey leaning red. I guess it doesn't look terribly orange here, but I'll guarantee you it is just a little bit brighter, more tomato. I'll throw this in. I need a good nude. Ooh, what would be good? I think what I want to do is I want to grab the one from Pat McGrath. This is the shade Buff. This is from the Permagel line. This is definitely a nice, this will go good with the one from Merit. This will go good with the one from Charlotte Tilbury. That'll be fantastic. And then I need something that's kind of like a My Lips But Better that's going to go really good with those pinks that I have. I might throw this one in. This is the Enhance and Define and Blush from Lisa Eldridge. This is Vintage Pink from Wayne Goss. I'm going to throw this one in as well for this month. And I'm also going to throw this one in. This is the shade Mauve from Wayne Goss as well. Okay, that should have me set for lip liners. Hey, thanks so much for watching. This was kind of a different sort of video. I've never filmed anything like this where I'm showing you inside my drawers and how I store things, and it's still not exactly the way I'd want it. My hope is that sometime before the end of the year, or maybe early 2023, I'm gonna get a completely different storage situation. I have a lot of stuff that feels very much kind of cobbled together. This drawer here behind me is something that I got for like $15 at Goodwill. I have a set of Alex drawers, like the 5 Alex drawers from IKEA underneath it that has a few eyeshadow palettes and other things in there, makeup brushes. I want to build like an actual space that's set up specifically just for this, but that takes time and money. So I don't know. I might be like this for a while, and I might be moving the camera around. If the camera angles were a little weird, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna do my best to fix it after I'm editing this whole thing together. But thank you for asking and kind of pushing me to show you what I have, even though I may not be using it right now, and how I keep it. And I hope that you find that these monthly makeup bin videos are helpful. They're helpful to me because it helps me actually go through and go, oh, I haven't used this foundation in months. Oh, I haven't used this powder in forever. Oh, I forgot how much I love this lipstick. And it helps me kind of rotate through my larger collection. Here's also where I want to make sure I give you a little disclaimer. You don't need anywhere near as much makeup as I have. I don't need it either. But since I have a YouTube channel, it's kind of an excuse for me. But please don't feel like you need to keep up with the people that you see on YouTube when you see them pulling drawer after drawer after drawer of lip products. Oh, it would be such an expense and you'd never use it all. So use what you have, love what you have, and when you want to try something new, go for it. Thank you so much for watching today. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you again soon.